Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my weekly Sunday vlog for February 8th, 2015. This is a video where I usually tell you guys what movies I've seen, books I've read and stuff like that. But we're just going to focus on video games this past week. I was off work for like 3 days straight and I was like, let's play some video games, alright? So I finished 5 video games this past week. It was awesome and I'm going to give you my thoughts on them in a sec. But I do want to give a shout out to one of my my subscribers, you know. Actually, he has his own YouTube channel now. He was on a bunch of my videos. He was like a guest star on my videos at one point. And the infamous Jesse, everyone. I'm sure if you've been on my YouTube channel for a while, you know who Jesse is, you know. He's been like a Rocky video. He's been in one of my Xbox unboxing videos and stuff like that. So he has his own YouTube channel now. He talked about Transformers. He did a book collection video recently. He does Sunday vlogs also. So yeah, if you want to check out his videos, I'll put the link in the description. Jesse Johns, everyone, now has his own YouTube channel. So I don't know, give him some views, some likes, you know, check out his content, alright? So, okay, this past week I did finish a lot of video games. It seems like that's where my YouTube channel is going. It seems like, oh, it's all about video games, you know? And if that happens, you know, okay, but I would try to do the normal stuff when I first started YouTube. You know, I was talking about movies, movie reviews. We did unboxings a lot of the time. We did action figure reviews and action figure unboxings back then. We'll get back to it, you know, but it seems like it seems like there's more percentage of my videos are video game related stuff, and if that's where it's headed, then okay, so what? But we will see more Jurassic Park and DC and comics and anime in the future, okay? So let's talk about the 5 video games I finished this past week. First of all, the downloadable stuff, you know, stuff that I can't really show you. I got PlayStation Plus for 2 days, okay? If you buy a PS4, you can, and they'll recognize your account. You can get 2 free days of PlayStation Plus. I didn't want to activate it, but I actually pressed the button. I accidentally said yes. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have two days of PlayStation Plus. I gotta get something out of it, you know? So I did play Battlefield Hardline on multiplayer, the beta, you know. I downloaded Infamous First Light. I finished the story mode in that game and did some side contents. I think I got like 5 trophies or something like that and all. And there was this other game called The Swapper. It's a very cool little puzzle game that you can get free on PlayStation Plus. So I got that one too, and actually finished too. You can get 10 trophies by the end of the game. So yeah, those are the only 2 games that I played this past week that were digital, okay, digital download games, okay. After I finished Infamous First Light, I am starting on Infamous Second Son. If you've been watching me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch, by the way, you'll see my gameplay. But I've been doing a lot of offline stuff, you know, a lot of side content and stuff like that. I haven't been really focusing on the main story mode, but when I do play the story mode, I tend to broadcast on Twitch, okay, through the PS4's thing. Okay. The video games I did finish this past week that have physical copies of, you all knew last week that I was working on the God of War HD collection for PlayStation Vita. I did finish God of War 2, okay, probably like a couple hours after I recorded my last vlog. Remember, if you have the PlayStation Vita version, do not put your game into sleep mode unless you save the game, okay? Because if you put it in sleep mode, trophies will deactivate itself when you turn it back on. I don't know why it does that, but it does, okay? Because I put on sleep mode for God of War 1, you know, and I loaded back up, and I was like, I should have gotten like 3 trophies by now. So I had to go back, you know. Luckily I got my old save games and stuff like that, and yeah, I managed to finish the game. I played before, you know, it's nothing new to me. I played on PS3, so and PS2, so that was pretty much it. The other game I played this past week, and you knew I was working on this last time, okay? I finished it probably like 4 days ago. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, okay? A lot of people actually watched me on Twitch, and they were like really excited because there was this one boss fight against the Kingpin, you know, the big Kingpin. They were cheering me on, you know. I was dying a couple times. I was like, what the heck? You have to follow a pattern. All the boss fights have their own patterns, okay? So once you figure out the pattern to beat the boss, the game's really easy, alright? So besides that, I've been running around the entire city and just picking up, you know, comic book pages and doing all the side missions and stuff like that, just to raise up my hero level, you know. So Amazing Spider-Man 2, a lot of people saw it in that haul video of mine. Yeah, I did complete it. There's still a lot more stuff to do, you know. There's like 300 comic book pages. I only picked up like, like 60 or something. So, no, like 100. Yeah, I picked up like 100 comic book pages last time I played, and there's still so much more to do, man. There's still so much more to do in the Amazing Spider-Man. Finally, last game I played, and this was a controversial right here. Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark. Now this game got horrible reviews across the board, man. Everyone hated it. IGN, Game Informer, they all gave it horrible, bad ratings, you know. I played the game, and I finished the game. The first like 2 or 3 missions of the game are the most frustrating parts of the game. The rest of the game was fun, but a lot of people are going to play until the first 2 or 3 missions, and they're going to die from cheap deaths and stuff like that, and they're going to be like, screw this piece of crap, you know, I'm going to quit. And I noticed that, you know, on PlayStation, when you look at the trophies and stuff like that, they actually tell you what percentage of people actually own the game and how many people actually got the trophy. Only 20% of people actually got the trophy to beat the last boss. So that just tells me like 70% of people that actually bought this game and played it never finished it. So 28%, so almost like 70%, okay? So yeah, it's just pretty crazy, man. Like, it's just a frustrating game in the beginning, but later on, it's like the first 3 missions of the game is made by completely different people who are just complete a-holes, you know. They just want to like screw with the gamer, you know, be complete trolls and just give everyone cheap deaths, you know. But yeah, if you have the patience, go ahead and pick up this game. It has the same type of gameplay as Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron, you know, those games. And that's pretty much it when it comes to video games this past week. Let's do the Q&A as we usually do on my channel. So RJ Bijar asks, for a Q&A, when are you going to make a PlayStation Vita 3-year video? So as you know, remember, on every single year, probably around this time of year, you know, which is when I bought my PlayStation Vita, I usually make like a 1 year later video. Okay, so I did a 1 year later. When I first bought my Vita, I did like a 1 month later video, and then I did 1 year later, 2 year later. We're gonna do it 3 year later, sometime this year. I'll be honest with you, there's not a lot of new features for the PlayStation Vita, but there are some new games I want to talk about and stuff like that. So that's what the next PlayStation Vita video will be. I think it's gonna be out sometime in either late February or March. That's about the same time that I bought the system, you know. So yeah. Winston Sit2 asks, have you played The Last of Us? I didn't play it. I watched all the cutscenes. I watched a Let's Play on YouTube. Okay, like a person did the complete game, and I just watched his gameplay. So I know exactly what happens in the game. Even the DLC that came out later on. So I never played the game myself. I had played a demo. There was a demo for the PS3 version, but it's gotta be super cheap, man. Because I knew everything that's going to happen in the game already. If the game it goes down to like what, $15, I'll buy it. You know. So, next one. Dark Gaming. Do a gaming channel and do a trophies video and gameplay and stuff like that. You know what, I thought about it. I had 3 YouTube channels. I don't know if people realize that. I had 3 YouTube channels at one point. And then I got rid of the other 2. One of them was all about Hot Wheels, and everyone was like this channel that you're watching right now was hacked at one point. Like, all the videos disappeared and stuff like that. And I had to restart all over, except for a few videos actually still remain. But I decided to go back on this one because I actually get paid to make videos on this one. You know, you see ads and stuff like that on my videos. If I make a gaming channel, I gotta just make it just for myself. You know, I can't get it monetized and stuff like that. So if you guys are into that, I guess I could, but I don't really want to. If I make some videos, I want it to be on this channel. Okay. So yeah, I got like so many videos, man. Like this past weekend, some buddies and I came over and I actually recorded the gameplay we had together. We played NHL 14. Was it 15? NHL 15, the hockey game. I don't know if people outside the U.S. play like NBA and stuff like that, but we tended to play a lot of stuff. When my friends come over, they like to play NFL, NHL, NBA, you know, stuff like that. And they like to play basketball, and like they never want to play like Call of Duty and stuff like that. I would, you know, just my friend Tony and I are the only ones that are into Call of Duty, and stuff like that. But everyone else wants to play sports games, and so we always play like with the Kinect or play hockey or whatever. But I did record the gameplay a little bit. I don't know if you guys want to see that or whatever. It's just us conversing, and it was Tony's first time playing hockey, so he didn't know the rules and stuff like that. He was going the wrong direction, so it was just funny stuff. But yeah, I can upload that. There's also like BioShock videos, trophy hunting videos, achievement hunting videos that I can upload in the future. I'm Ryder ask, why don't you use the PS4 capture card to upload gameplays? Actually, I have recorded some clips. It's just, you know, just sitting in my PS4. I haven't uploaded it yet, but you know, there's some videos of me just screwing around in Metal Gear Solid 5, you know. I'll actually kill all the enemies and put them in a big pile, and then put like a C4 right in the middle of the pile and blow them all up, so all the enemies would like fly out. And there was one part where I actually took a truck, and there was this very narrow path, you know. If you played Metal Gear Solid 5, you probably know what I'm talking about. There's this very narrow path into that one cave area. I actually drove a truck into that narrow path, like one side of the wheels was on the wall and the other side was on that narrow path. I actually made it through. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I made it. And I actually recorded that. When I played Infamous First Light, I recorded some videos of that when the game glitched on me. So there was one part where Fetch, the main character in Infamous First Light, okay, the DLC, was stuck in a wall. So she was stuck in the wall probably 2 times. I recorded both times. You know, one time she actually she was climbing up from a bridge. She actually went through the bridge. You know, so it's kind of funny. So I recorded videos of that. I don't know. There's other stuff too that I've recorded, like some of my Spider-Man boss fights that I was really proud of beating and stuff like that. So I can upload those in the future. I think. Yeah, that's pretty much all the questions I want to answer right now. Upcoming videos for the week. I know every single time I make these Sunday vlogs, I keep forgetting to do that section of the video, okay? We're going to see a comic book haul video this next week, okay? It's been 4 or 5 months since my last comic book haul video, so we're way overdue for one. So I'm going to upload the one all the comics up till January of last month, you know? So we're going to see that. And then I'll upload something for you guys. I know that I'm guaranteeing right now this next week you will see a comic book haul video. I know like a lot of people actually, you know, subscribe to my channel because they like what I thought about, you know, the comic books and stuff like that. They did announce they're going to be an all-female Avengers comic book sometime in the near future. I'll read the first issue for that. Oh, there was one issue of Spider-Man that I picked up this past week. It's called Annual Spider-Man #1. I guess I'll talk about it in the video in greater detail, but the entire video was him returning a cell phone. Like, this was like a $5 comic book, you know, and which is more than usual. And the majority of the issue is him returning this cell phone. He's going on this whole, like he runs into Hawkeye and tries to figure out who this phone belongs to, and then tries to get to them before they leave town and stuff like that. It was just weird, man. It's like, I paid more money, double the price for a comic book where Spider-Man doesn't have there's no action whatsoever, and all he's doing is trying to return his cell phone to his proper owners. Like, well, what the heck is going on with comic books these days, you know? It's like they're running out of ideas, you know? There was like a couple panels of action because he would run into like a burglar or something. Like, I don't have time for this, you're being distracted, I need to find the owner of this phone, you know? So whatever. So anyway, thank you for watching, people. That's all I have to say for this week. Yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.